Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to show you how to use the text with pop-up trigger block in GreenShift in WordPress. Alright, so we're here in the editor area of WordPress in GreenShift, and you don't need GreenShift as a theme to use this block because GreenShift comes default with some other themes, the blocks at least, and here we are on the block inserter, and you see text with pop-up trigger. And let's take a quick look at how this works. So let's go ahead and close this. Let's give this page a title. Let's call this okay. Let's go ahead and click on here, and you can see that we have some panel settings. So the first thing is, well, let's go ahead and close all of these. You can see that it's basically just like a button. Let's go put one over here. You can see that it's just like a button, that all of the other options are basically the same. However, it does have a few new panels over here. So let's go ahead and remove this to clean up our space. And the main difference is that we can open the panel. There you go. And then close the panel. So we open the panel here in the back end so we can edit and add things here, right? Next, we can change the position of the panel. It can be a block down here, it can be modal, or it can be a pop-up. Here you go. So we'll just keep it on here, just keep it simple. And then we can place the panel block in the footer if we want. We place it at the top of the page, right? Depending on what you need, but we'll just keep it in the middle here, just for now, that we can adjust the width, we can adjust the height. Let's just like keep it on default right there, and then we can keep this automatic. We can disable the close button, so we can just select somewhere else. These custom open selectors, these custom close selectors, we can set them using custom CSS to where if you click something else on the page, that's what will trigger this pop-up to open, right? It can also be dynamic, and we can also use hover instead of click. So if we hover over our text over here, it'll open. As you can see, hover trigger, hovering over the text, this block only works on desktop because you can't hover on mobile, so you'll have to click it still. There's auto trigger timer, right? There's a time for you to it'll take an amount of time for it to open. So if you want this pop-up to open within a few seconds or after some time of reading, then you can do that. Exit intent is when you put your cursor on the X over here or anywhere outside of this area, it'll open, and we'll give you a few examples of these things. Show exit pop-up only once, just so it's not annoying. And we can also disable the button trigger altogether so that we can hide it, right? So let's go ahead and clean this up here. Let's reload that. And then next over here, we have panel design. So if we were to open the panel, we can change the background color of the panel itself. We can change the margin of the panel itself. We can change the border, right? You can give this a pretty border all around. There, you're going to also change the shape. You see the radius over here. And then we can also enable the shadow. There you go, you can see it. And we also have the label. So we have this is the for our pop-up. right? And then we can put a link over here, accessibility labels for that if we wanted to have that, or we can just have these as presets. And like, as you can see, it's basically a button as well. Okay. And then we have, we can enable an icon on here. Again, it's just a button. We have a secondary label, and if you can see here, it's just as close as you can see that it's just like bottom text or a subtitle for this. Typography, your fonts, your background, spacing, alignment, size, shadow, so on and so forth. And just like every other GreenShift block, we have some CSS transitions here. We have animations. We have interaction layers and, our hard position settings. So let's move on to our first example, which is going to be a sizing guide. So we're going to set up a little example over here. We're going to make a sizing guide or tech specs chart pop-up for our product. So let's go ahead and put some things into a container here. Okay, we're going to put some columns, a couple of them, and then let's put in an advanced image, right? And then we'll go to our media library and then just choose something like, let's go with this one. Select. And then over here, we're going to put in our heading advanced. And then we want this to be H1. And then this is going to be, right? And then that's going to be our title text. It's H1. This is the quick SEO tip. When we're making this with the templates on our website, we're not going to be wanting to make our product pages like one by one. So we can use GreenShift. We have videos on that, on how to make templates so that you just have to fill in the images and the prices and titles. So you don't have to remake the layout each and every time. And we have some videos also about dynamic text, to where you can just use repeaters or post data, and you just have to title this as your product name. And the H1 will always be the number one thing that SEO or search engines will look for, so that when people are searching for a certain brand or whatever it is, it'll appear instantly. So that's just a quick tip for you guys. Next, we're going to go ahead and probably put in a spacer, a separator. Put that down here. And you can see that it is a line, and you can go ahead and click over here, wide line, and then we can change the color to something more visible. There you go. And then next, we're going to put in some basic text here, text advanced. And then we're going to put here and then we're going to add another one, duplicate. Right. And then next, we're going to duplicate the spacer. Oops. We're going to duplicate the spacer. Uh-oh. Wow. Okay, this is kind of difficult. Let's go back here. Duplicate. And we're going to have another one. Okay, brilliant. And then we're going to have a simple button over here. And then let's use a preset just to keep things simple. Let's call this. And then for this, let's center it up. And there we go. So all in all, this is perfectly fine, right? Like, okay, here's our product title, here is the price, and we could probably do some formatting with this and make this like look prettier. Let's make it bold, and then let's make this a little bit bigger. How about big? Okay, there we go. And this looks professional, and this looks like how we probably see it, and it doesn't look ugly, and it looks totally usable. It's very easy to understand. But here's where the text with Popup Trigger comes in, right? So we're gonna go ahead and let's make sure this is in the right spot, and let's go ahead and put this really simple um, sizing or click for sizing guide. And this doesn't have to look super pretty. And, obviously we want their eyes to look at the price. We want their eyes to look at add to cart. And then for sizing guide, we can keep it like really simple and really nice. And you know what? We'll go ahead and go into our typography over here. Let's go ahead and make it just a little bit different enough. For instance, advanced typography options, or here, custom font. Let's go ahead and change it to a different font, just like slightly different, or there we go. And then for this, we can change the text color to like dark blue or something, and maybe underline it. And then that's going to be there. So this is something that's different enough, but it doesn't take away the look from the whole layout, right? So let's click for sizing guide. Let's open the panel, and you can see it centers up. And let's go ahead and put in a table, right? It's just a simple table, and it doesn't have to be pretty. Uh-oh. Uh-huh. Uh-oh. Let's undo that. Let's go ahead and open this panel, and rather than drag and drop it from there, let's go ahead and click on here, and let's put on table. There you go. And then how many rows do we want? Let's put like 5 columns or 6 columns, and then, or you know what? Let's put it to small, medium, large, extra large, 2 extra large. So that's 5 plus the fit 6, and then maybe 3 rows. Let's create a table, and then we can. Yeah, we'll just keep it as that. So, small, medium, large, XL, and then 2XL. And we can put some random numbers here. It's like just CM. Oops. CM. And then let's see, sleeves. Right? And then we can do something really easy here. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and then 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. And we can also add some other things here to where it's like another like block of text down here. And we're going to put like an asterisk, like please allow for a difference, tolerance of 2 to 3 cm for our garments are handmade with love. There we go. And let's go ahead and well, let's go ahead and add a heading to this. There we go. So okay, and it doesn't have to look super pretty. It just has to convey the information properly. And let's go ahead and make this like H6 or something. And the reason why it's important to have pop-ups like this is so that it doesn't clutter up your um, page for SEO, because you don't want SEO to go ahead and like take more time, or if you imagine if your chart had so much more information on it, you don't want the search engine crawlers or browsers or what to disregard all of this info. Well, you want them to disregard all of this information, which is why we keep this as H6 and all of this is like paragraph text, and we keep this as H1, right? So this is the only thing it's going to look at, and it's going to push it to your audience even more. So let's go ahead and click on publish over here, and then take a look at it on our live site. And okay, so let's say we are shopping for a green blouse. Okay, it's $709. Okay, great. I'll add it to the cart, but wait, how do I know if it fits me or not? Okay, let's go ahead and click for the sizing guide, and boom. As simple as that, we have our sizing chart. So I'll probably have to go with size large, because my chest is like 40 centimeters, and then my sleeves, like, yeah, I suppose, or if I wanted a different size, right? And we also get to convey some other important information, that there might be discrepancy of a few centimeters because um, of whatever it is. Or it's like, you can say our clothes are ethically sourced, or what, like a slave-free labor or whatever it is. So that's our first example, and a real simple and easy way to hide pop-ups and sizing charts. Okay, so this is going to be the second example or second use case for the text with pop-up trigger block in WordPress GreenShift. So here we will do a coupon reveal, which is really good for affiliate marketing or lead generation. So let's go ahead and make like a pretend article, right? So let's put in an advanced heading here, and then let's call this, where's our sidebar? Let's call this heading 1, and then we're going to put here uh, uh, tools for American web developers in 2026, right? So that's like one of the most SEO things that you could ever have, right? And then we can put on over here, um, just article text, right? Like, um, blah 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 blah, and we can go ahead and uh, insert the text with pop-up trigger over here. And again, we want this to be a pop-up. So let's go ahead and go down to the presets over here. And let's go ahead and just click something like this, and then, center this up. And let's go ahead and change up the border. Let's make it dotted lines, right? I think that should be fine. Let's change the typography next. Let's make it a bigger font size. There we go. And we're going to put here, yeah. Okay, and then we can probably put an emoji on here, or I think we put an icon. Let's see. Tag. There we go. And then we can make this a little bit bigger. Hey, like, let's see, 50? 50 by 50. Okay, there we go. There's our discount code. And it doesn't look so pretty, but let's go ahead and add some let's add some color to this, because honestly, it looks really boring. There you go. Reveal 30% discount code, and that's great. Right? So far it looks just fine. So next we're gonna want to open the panel, and then we're gonna do something really cool here. So let us add in the coupon code itself, right? So this is let's go ahead and no, let's do it from here. Advanced heading. Right, and then here, and then let's duplicate this. Oh. And then let's change this to something else, or like make it div even. There we go. And then it's like right, and then we can make the text a little bit bigger if we wanted to, and let's go ahead and do that right now. Big, probably like large. Okay, there we go. And we can do something really cool here, like under the advanced, and we have interaction layers here. And that's something that's going to be really cool. So we're going to select trigger. On click, we want it to where is it? Copy to clipboard. And then we can do this like whatever which way, but let's go ahead and just put this over here, the discount code, and then add action. Create a popover, and you can see here it shows up, and then this popover, we're gonna add some text, and we're gonna say something like code copied to clipboard. Right, and then we can also put over here a so open the panel. Okay, there we go. And then you can disable the close button, and then we can add in a new button over here, I think. Let's go ahead. It's going to add a block over here, advanced button. And then we can change this to make it local. Exit. Oops. Nope, no. That's not what we want. Local class. Exit. Oh. Dot exit. Okay, and then let's center this up if it's possible. No thanks. I don't. And typography. This should be centered up. With hey, let's. Oh, okay. Here we go, and then we can Okay, there we go. And then we can center this up, and this should look fine. And we can change up our spacing and margins and whatnot. But we want to go ahead and grab that and then go over to our, oh, not that. We want to go over here, heading advanced. Oh, wait, no, I mean text with pop-up trigger. And then we want our custom close selector to be hot exit. Oh, that's what it would be, I believe. Or I think we have, there we go. I think that should work for us. So let's go ahead and test this out, save it, and then let's take a look at the live site. Okay. And then we can go ahead and click on here, click on this, it closes, right? Okay, so that's great. That's exactly what we want to happen. So let's say we've opened the article, we're reading the article, and it's like, oh, hey, there's a exclusive 30% discount code. And there's no way to exit it. I mean, we can click somewhere else, but this button says, hey, I don't want to save money. Let's go ahead and click on this. It's going to close it. But you can see if I clicked on this, you can see that the code is copied to clipboard. And if we were to control paste, we have the discount right there. So that's like a great example of using our interaction layers to make this work for us, right? And it's more convenient. You just have to click on here. Maybe you can add like a little text here. So just click on the code and it's going to automatically copy it. Okay, so that's a perfect example. Let's move over to our next one. Okay, so this last one is going to be the exit intent one, which is the pop-up will pop up when you hover on the X, and it's going to prevent your customers or potential buyers from leaving the website without buying or giving you money or handing over their information. So let's go ahead and make another pretend site over here, pretend page, and let's go ahead and do the same thing. We're going to put our advanced heading over here. We're going to put an advanced image over here. Let's go ahead and choose some random thing from our media library. You know what? Yeah, let's just use a cell phone. All right, let's go. Select, and then over here we're gonna put on like let's say right heading 1. There we go, and then we're gonna put some text down here. Price United States dollars 399. 3999. Right, because it's like super premium and like inflation's really wild and that's just how it is. And we're gonna put in a button over here. Let's use some presets there, and then let's center this up. Okay, and then we can put like technical specs or whatnot over here, and that should be fine, right? So if you can imagine, yeah, we're looking at this like, hey, it's kind of expensive. Maybe not today. And I'm going to click on X. Obviously, we don't want it to happen. We want them to buy our product. We want them to avail of our services. We want them to give us their information, right? So let's go ahead and add in the text with Popup Trigger. And this is going to be kind of like oxymoronic or like a paradox even, to where it's a little comical. So we're going to have it as that, and we're going to give it some text. We're going to put this as exit intent pop-up. And we can open the panel, and let's go ahead and customize this. So Let's put on a heading over here, or let's do it here first, heading, and let's make this H2, and it's like okay, and then we're gonna put in an advanced image in here. Media library. Let's use the other image for this, and then we can make it like really small. Or yeah, and then I think we can go ahead and put in a double column thing in here. There we go, and then make this H3. Our bestseller of 2026 in the USA. And then that's fine. Next, we're going to put in some text below all of this. And oh. Okay, there, perfect. Oh, wait, no, that's wrong. Here, and then this should be here. Okay, there we go. Get 10% off your first order if you finish your checkout in the next 10 minutes. And then we can do something really funny here where we can put a countdown timer. And I think, there we go, countdown. And then fake. 0.01 or 0.1. Oh, I don't let you do that. Ah, crap. Okay. And you know what? That's funny. We'll just keep it as that. And then, you know what? Next hour. Maybe we can get a different... maybe we can get a different block to make it like even like shorter, right? Something crazy like that. And then next we're going to put here a form or a field. Yeah, or we can go ahead and put in some text here, button, and then click for discount. And we can center this up. And let's make it have something to where interaction layers, add interaction, the same thing on click. Copy to clipboard, phone, disk, pen. And then let's click on save. All right, well, let's go ahead and add another one. Pop-up tooltip, create popover, show popover. Where is it? Yeah. Huh. Let's close this. Take a look at that. All right, let's go ahead and click on save. And maybe we won't even need the popover. So let's take a look at the view page. And nothing happens, right? So, and it still said it's there. We still have to click it. So clicked on this, it's going to work and just fine and everything. But how do we make it do the exit intent thing? Okay, so text with Popup Trigger. We're going to go down here and we're going to enable exit intent effect. We're going to disable the button trigger so you can't click it. And we're only going to show the exit pop-up intent once, or I suppose for this, we probably shouldn't, just so that we can get them to buy it, right? So let's go ahead and click on save. And let's reload our page here. And you can see it disappears. And, like, yeah, the phone's kind of expensive. Maybe I'll buy it some other time. There you go. And it's going to, like, make the countdown for us. I don't know why the countdown isn't working. Let's go ahead and 1. Huh. That's a problem for a different video. So again, let's reload it. And, maybe if I don't want to buy it, nah. Before I go, yeah, I guess it is the bestseller. And wow, I'll get the 10% discount if I finish it within the allotted amount of time. So I'll click here for discount. And it's like, oh, okay. And then here we go. There is our discount code. And there you have it. The text with Popup Trigger block in GreenShift and WordPress. If you have any video ideas for us, please let us know in the comments. If you love the video, please like, comment, and subscribe to our channel as it really helps out with the YouTube algorithm. And we hope that this really made a difference in your day. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Hey, if you found this video helpful, be sure to check out one of our other videos, or go ahead and check out our channel and subscribe to see more content like this.